Hello everyone, a huge thank you to all of you for joining our discussion today. Despite the tough year or two we've all faced in our respective industries, I would like to talk on a more positive note about how we all now have an opportunity to rethink our best practices and innovate for what we believe to be a turning point for both the hospitality and property industries as a whole. So a bit about myself. My name is Dylan Sutton and I'm from London in the UK. My background lies in helping various software companies reach their global market potential. My previous experience was mostly in blockchain as well as social media related products. However, when I first discovered Tuya's vision for a more connected world, they had me hooked, and I've been here ever since. I genuinely believe that our vision that focuses on bringing more businesses into the smart IoT world that may previously have not considered it as an option is one that has both great use case as well as a genuine ability to deliver value to businesses and end users. Today, I'm going to introduce very briefly about our Tuya apartment and hotel solutions and how they serve to help businesses come out of COVID with a bang and deliver unforeseen value in an ever more competitive market. Now, about our view on the Southeast Asian and South Asian markets. Despite the tough year the tourism sector has faced, we see a number of factors in the South and Southeast Asian markets that make us extremely hopeful for the coming years in the spread to wider industry solutions. Firstly, the markets are still in the nascent stage. We're only seeing around 10% of smart home market penetration, with highly anticipated growth to come, with the first areas for penetration being smart home security and energy management. Secondly, COVID has heightened awareness of safety measures in hospitality and has been a catalyst for managers to innovate and create more attractive environments for guests. And finally is what is being hailed as the new Thai generation, who are showing encouraging enthusiasm for buy-to-let property investment opportunities, often looking to offer attractive Airbnb short-stay solutions to tourists. This, combined with increased technology aptitude in younger people, has led to a significant growth in the smart home rentals in the market today. Okay, so today I'll be running through three key aspects. The first two are problems and pain points that we see in the industry and how certain aspects of our solutions serve to fix those. The third is more of a reiteration of our vision and how both within the IoT industry and beyond, collaboration through partnerships can accelerate industry progress and innovation. Now, before I dive into discussing our specific solutions, let me outline our overall model for our Tuya apartment and hotel solutions. This will give a good background and allow you guys to see better where exactly we can help you. On the bottom layer is what lies at the heart of Tuya and our ability to turn dumb products into smart products. We've hand-selected a number of necessary devices that best suit hotels and apartments, but this list is continually growing. The possibilities are truly endless as to how smart you'd like your property to be. Whether you're just looking to allow your customers to enter the property via a smart lock, or you want smart robots to be delivering a smart speaker to your customer's smart room via a smart elevator whilst they're sat on the smart toilet, I think you get the point. The key thing is that we tailor your product solution to your demands. There's no smart goal too big, so really under your demands, the sky is the limit. Then the next step up is a smart gateway. This is the portal that allows all the smart devices to come to life and work in unison to create the uniquely special smart experience for your guests and tenants. Then at the core of all of this is a Tuya IoT cloud platform. Our ever-growing list of devices connects back to the platform, where the average cloud processing time is less than 10 milliseconds, compared to the industry average of around 100 to 300 milliseconds. We have over 200,000 different types of devices reporting to the platform, which allows it to continually learn and helps us improve the functionality and end use of the devices for our customers. Then, at the end of this process comes the final product. That comes in a range of final forms and serves different users. Both hotels and apartments will get the web SaaS. This is the control hub from which management can control a full range of functions to make the property run smoothly. I'll discuss this in depth a little later on. Then come the apps in the H5 mini program for hotels. These include the construction app, the rental app, and for hotels, the H5 mini program for guests that help the guests and customers better maintain control over their smart environments. However, it's worth noting that we're currently undergoing some exciting updates to our platform that will be revealed in the very near future. So for details on this, feel free to get in touch. Following the above slides, these are some of the core functions that can be accessed from both our hotel and apartment web SaaS. First up is the room and tenant function. Here, you'll be able to actively manage everyone staying at your property. Whether it's a hotel or apartment, you'll be able to control the whole property and track its performance, as well as a range of features such as granting specific access and permissions to staff, guests, and maintenance workers. Next up is alarm management. This is the safety hub of your property and where your smart devices work together with the platform to keep yourself and your residents safe. Live updates from devices such as smart smoke alarms, motion detectors are instantly pushed to the permission-granted individuals through your chosen method to create a rapid response time and better protect your property. Next, we have device management, and this is really at the core of what we do here at Tuya. Here, you'll be able to manage all the smart devices in your property, seeing which devices are in which room and their current status. Here, you'll also be able to receive live updates on the working status of the devices. If there's any potential issues upcoming with the devices, they can be recognized and dealt with before they cause any inconvenience, rather than at the last minute. Following this, we have energy management. Here, you'll be able to better manage the energy output of your building and view statistics in a variety of forms. You'll also be able to manage and pay all necessary bills here. Our goal is to allow a combination of smart device control where they can be set to turn off or on in accordance with the use with the management energy capabilities to allow for more energy efficient properties and a better outcome for both guests and the environment. So without further ado, let's jump into the hospitality industry, particularly hotels. I understand you're all somewhat sick of hearing about the ever-present discussion that is COVID. So here, I'm going to try and speak positively about how we believe this is a great opportunity to rethink and innovate in more ways than one, and how exactly we believe we can help businesses bounce back after a tough few years. First, let's touch on what the research is showing us from the US, specifically from an Ecolab consumer safety poll provided by AHLA, the American Hotel and Lodging Association. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but the most important thing to take is that customer demands are changing when it comes to choosing hotels, and this isn't likely to change in the coming years. First, let's take a look at the graph on the right, which poses the question: what are the top 3 factors most likely to influence your stay in a hotel? As expected, price remains the prime factor for guests. However, look one row down and we see how important hygiene safety management has become, having almost doubled in consumer importance from before the pandemic. This is certainly something I'm sure is not being overlooked by hotels, and we believe this is a great opportunity to innovate, and where perhaps traditional methods are both insufficient and highly cost intensive relative to the end value delivered to the guests. So, what kind of innovations do we think can deliver both value and safety to guests, whilst reducing overall operating costs and risks to property managers? Tuya Hotel offers a wide range of functions that can be of use. So today, I only want to touch on a particular few that focus on creating a modern, innovative, and safe experience for guests. And to do so, I'm going to tell somewhat of a story. And don't worry, I'm not expecting any Oscars for this, but it's a story of how a guest will experience your hotel from start to finish. So for those guests driving to the property, when booking the hotel, they'll be able to register their license plate onto your system so that when they arrive, a smart camera picks up the guest in room 103 has arrived and automatically turns on all the devices such as lights, AC, or if you're from a cold place like I am, the heating. This is all so that once a guest arrives, he or she is welcome with unforeseen comfort and convenience. Then, in the future, if your guest likes the hotel and wishes to stay again, they'll be able to preset the devices to their liking so that when they arrive, their room is personalized to exactly how they like it. From here, the hotel is now aware that the guest has arrived, And for those who didn't come by car, they'll be able to either notify the hotel via phone that they have arrived or visit a smart check-in desk for check-in. From there, they'll be provided with a room access code via SMS, or if you want, you can even install facial recognition cameras for the rooms for a more efficient and somewhat futuristic approach. Now, if you decide that you want to have a smart elevator in your hotel, the guest will also be able to access and control the elevator through either a provided QR code or facial recognition technology that allows them to access their floor. Now, by the time they arrive at their room, they've yet to encounter a single member of staff, and the process time is much quicker and safer. Here's more of a visualization of how the guest journey may look. Depending on your needs, you can extend the guest automation process from just a smart door lock on their room to the full community automation. We've managed to successfully implement full community automation here in a number of hotels in China. For overseas, we'll need to take some special requests for this, but don't hesitate to contact. We're here to help. Now, here's an example of how a fully smart hotel room may look for your guests. It is worth reiterating that most of our clients only choose to implement a number of the products that you can see on the screen, with perhaps the master suite having a full range of products from smart beds to smart bathtubs. For the sake of saving time and delivering the message, I'll only briefly run through the main products you can see here. But if there's any more that you're interested in, again, do not hesitate to contact us. The first is smart locks. These are usually the #1 requirement from our clients, as they deliver huge case value and come in a variety of shapes, sizes, and functions to support a full range of access solutions. Next up, we have the smart gateway. Like mentioned before, this is essential for the operation of the smart hotel room. This is what enables the guest to interact with all the devices in the room. Next up, we have the smart switch. Still, like a traditional switch, with the physical switch on the wall, but it can be operated via your smartphone. And then we have the smart sensor, which recognizes guests coming and going to be set to timely turn on or off devices accordingly. Now, where these devices really come into play is the capacity to set scenes. Scenes can be predetermined and created by the guest or the property owner and deliver a true degree of personalization for the guest, where all the devices are set to exactly how they like them. After staying, guests can save their preferences for future reference. So when they return to the hotel, they see that their room is set just to how they like it. Now, here is our guest mini program. This is how the guests can interact with all the devices seen on the previous slide, and how they can adjust aspects like temperature, lights, and the TV, all from their mobile phone. If you also want to add the app as a smart access solution, this is perfectly possible. This way, guests will be able to use the app to access the room. Next up, we'll move on to the Tuya apartment solution and address the area of how to innovate smarter and more eco-friendly apartments, and why IoT smart technology can make for efficient and environmentally friendly property management. Now, here you can see all the key functions that come with our Tuya web SaaS. So I'm just going to run through the core ones today. First is device management, and this is at the core of our technological capability here at Tuya. This allows you to manage all devices across your properties and their functional status, seeing which devices are being used and those that may be due for updates or repair. Then we have authorization management. Here, you'll be able to grant a range of permissions to guests, managers, and maintenance staff. Aligning with our smart access solutions, you'll be able to grant individuals property access for both short and long-term rentals. Construction and maintenance. Here, both yourself as a property manager, as well as the allocated tenant, will be able to create and manage all necessary construction and installation orders that need to be carried out. You'll be able to manage the personnel, timeline, and access solutions, among other features. Following this, we have energy management and meter readings, the core of having a green property. You'll be able to manage the output of all of your smart devices, as well as manage your meter readings for water, heating, and electricity. Additionally, you'll be able to set up energy reducing scenarios. For example, if the PIR motion sensor detects that there's been no movement in the hallway for more than 30 minutes, all the lights in the AC will be triggered to turn off and save energy. And then we have security, And this is how you keep your property safe. Using smart security cameras, you'll be able to access live facial recognition technology enabled video footage of your property, as well as playback recordings. You'll also be able to grant video access to property tenants for them to control their own security. Next, we talk about our OEM and ODM capabilities of hardware and software. This is how we want to empower you to grow your business and become leading innovators. We support you in building your own company branded platform, from web SaaS to each of the mobile apps. We'll help you tailor them to exactly how you want to brand your business. On the hardware side, we can also support OEM and ODM manufacturing, where we help you source and brand your smart products to help support your brand. If you have existing products, we'll be able to help you grow your product range, whilst also helping you strengthen the supporting software capabilities. The key message here is about personalization. We truly want to support you in building your own smart business to exactly how you want it. We're here to help you realize your ambitions. Here we have energy management. This is at the core of your eco-friendly smart apartment solution. Like mentioned earlier, we're going to give you the tool to track, manage, and control your energy footprint to better realize both cost and environmental savings. Like seen on the slide, we'll visually display your energy expenditure across a range of charts and graphs that are linked to your devices and meters. And now here's a quick comparison of the simplicity of Tuya. For a standard apartment or hotel room, within 10 to 15 minutes, you'll be able to go from unboxing your devices to creating your own scenes and putting them to use. We'd love to show you how simple it is, so please don't hesitate to contact us. Now here's a more in-depth look about how we help you keep your property and residents safe and secure. In comparison to traditional devices of the same nature, our smart devices give immediate live feedback as soon as any problems appear. From there, they will immediately notify property managers and the necessary residents via either the app or text message, so that the issues can be addressed as soon as possible. Additionally, these devices will report problems before they appear, so that you no longer have to deal with calling the maintenance team at 2 a.m. and dissatisfied tenants. Instead, you'll know far in advance that your device needs to be checked on. From there, you can prepare a work order and give maintenance staff access to come and fix the problem. Finally, with the capacity to create automated energy saving scenarios, you'll be able to quickly take advantage of cost savings across the board and make a greener property. Now here's an example of how we helped a smart apartment brand. Angia Smart are an Australian smart home service provider. When we worked together, we helped them expand their smart home services to allow for authorization management, so that the apartment administrator can have the highest control over device access, giving tenants permission to use the devices without changing or removing them. With their new OEM platform, Angia has now discovered alternative revenue sources to offering their own advanced account edition. Now, innovation through collaboration. Here, I like to discuss our vision for how cross-industry partnerships can deliver unforeseen revenue possibilities, as well as a more accessible technology solution for customers. Now here, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about some of how our apartment and hotel business model works to see clearly how you can fit into that. So at the bottom here, what I want to point out is that we connect suppliers with buyers. We do not ourselves manufacture. So if you have any of your smart home, smart apartment or hotel needs in terms of products, we can help source them and run ODM or OEM customization to build your brand and suit your demands. And then as we move up the chart, we can see on the left-hand side, we have the SaaS option. This is meant for those hotels or apartments who perhaps don't have their own in-house software development capabilities. And instead, you just want a plug in and play smart hotel and apartment solution. Then on the right-hand side, we have PaaS. This is for those with development capabilities. So there could be a property developer, a PMS system, smart home manufacturers, or a larger hotel brand. We're looking to help you expand your business in an ever-saturating market. The main thing here is that we want to help you build your brand and speed up global adoption of the smart IoT industry. Now, just to reiterate and give a clearer picture, we see ourselves as a platform provider that enables more efficient cross-industry IoT innovation. There's a wide range of ways you can join us and benefit from the Tuya platform. For example, you can transform your property management through our SaaS products. You can build your own smart brand through our OEM and ODM capabilities. You can grow your software platforms through our PaaS and developer support. Finally, if you think that within your network, you have a number of partners who may be interested in IoT or smart property development, you can join us as an agent and expand your revenue streams. Now, join us and let the world discover the benefits of smart technology. On a final example, I'd like to explain our collaboration with Fofu. Fofu are a Chinese property development company who recently, with the help of Tuya, have been developing more and more smart properties. They recently announced that they'll be opening over 10,000 rooms in the Southeast Asia region, and we've supported them in developing their own smart software platform. Additionally, with the help of Tuya, they've also developed and grown their own smart device brand range, with local distribution channels now present in Southeast Asian markets. Fofu to us are a great example of a partner who had a true smart vision, and they're looking to implement a holistic approach to grow their business. And that's a wrap. I'd like to thank you all for taking part, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to whatever questions you may have for us here. If you're looking to find out more, you can contact us via email on the Tuya website. And on a closing note, I'd like to reiterate our vision for a smarter world. All categories, all industries, all services. Thank you.